Hi, this is Rabbi Young. Thank you for tuning in to our weekly email. This week is a little bit more somber as we think about the victims from the shooting in Pittsburgh this past Saturday. And I've been thinking about the Torah portion this week, Chayei Sarah, which begins with Sarah's death. And there's a rabbinic midrash, a story that explains why she died so suddenly, that she heard that in the Akedah, which happened the chapter earlier, where Abraham brings Isaac up the mountain to sacrifice him, message had gotten back to her that Isaac had been killed by her husband. And upon hearing this, she died. When we hear about a loss of a loved one, our heart feels like we could just die. When we hear about the murder of 11 innocent people gathered to celebrate Shabbat, to be a part of a community that provides warmth and love and holiness for them. Their lives were cut down too short, even in the range of ages that they displayed. It was too soon for any of them. In times like this, when our heart dies just a little bit, we think about our community and we think about being together. When we gather as a Kehillah Kedoshah, as a holy community, we defy those who would scare us out of being together, those who would try to commit acts of violence to our people just because we're Jewish. We defy them when we get together. So when we gather for Shabbat this weekend, it will be in solidarity with Pittsburgh. It will be in togetherness as a community. And it will be in togetherness against fear, against hate, against anything that would try to drive us apart. Because we are a holy community. We are a sacred community. And even though a part of us may have died this past Saturday when we learned of the terrible violence committed against our people, we continue living strong in the face of those who would do us harm, and showing them that love will always conquer hate. Please join us on Shabbat this weekend at 6:30 Friday evening. Rabbi Einstein and Jenna will be leading while I am out of town, and it will be a Shabbat. In addition to being a family Shabbat, it will be a Shabbat in solidarity with Pittsburgh. In the meantime, please read the letter below on behalf of Shelley Halpern and myself about some new safety and security measures that we will have at the synagogue in the very near future. Meanwhile, Shabbat Shalom. Have a great week. We'll see you next week.